clip out my game. But I'm gonna show you what we're talking about while I'm playing this. What we talking about? This is what we're gonna be talking about. You see the title? We just keep winning. Now, I gotta hand it to Planned Parenthood. They're pretty worthy foes. They make everybody think that this is not genocide, and they're fighting very well in court against our exposure of their genocide. So that's quite formidable of them. They're pretty tough. You know, it's been genocide has been so normalized. The Black Holocaust is another word for it. The Holocaust has began in 1973 when the young lady Roe. I wonder what age she was when she went to the Supreme Court about that. Let me look that up really quickly here. How old was Roe? And how old is it when she died? How about that? She ain't never died. Oh, did she? Oh, she died in 2017, huh? Oh, damn. I didn't know that. Sorry to hear that, lady. You know, when you're unrighteous, you can't make it to the age of 70. It's impossible. That's you're guaranteed a minimum of 70 years when you live a decent life. But we can extrapolate her age during 1973, which would be 26 years old. 47 plus 26 is 73. So that would be 26 years old when she made that fatal flaw in judgment that led to 46 million deaths, I believe. Let's take a look. How many abortions since 1973? Let's take a look at that to see what Google comes up with. Smart Google. Google intelligence. Oh, they're gonna make me add it up? I hope not. I hope they have a total at the bottom of this list here. Let's find this out. Okay. Yeah, 2016 is when they ended. Oh, really? Really? You're not gonna add it up, huh? Number of abortions per 1,000. Wow. You're not gonna add it up. Okay. Number of abortions reported to CDC. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. All right, me. Oh, it started to decline. How? Isn't that special? Well, isn't that special? Okay. That's not bad. It's starting to decline. But one day it will be completely eradicated from the face of the planet because, genocide is illegal. Holocaust is illegal. And we're going to be sure to uh, get it understood as such in the national conversation. Uh, you know, these people, they just don't seem to get it, but they will one day. You know, society is a lot slower than intelligent people, so it's very difficult for them to understand these concepts and definitions. The definition of genocide is killing a bunch of people, and that's what happens to these babies all the time. So, you guys, excuse me, still on my gardenscapes, and you guys are boring me. You understand? So, uh, I gotta get my entertainment on, if you know what I mean. I gotta get my entertainment on. Uh-huh. 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 We're getting there. All right, so the estimates that I've heard is 46 million, and the population of African Americans. I've heard 46 million was the last time I heard the numbers for abortion since 1973. And as you saw on the list, they started in 1970. So this is the current population of African Americans as reported. You know, a lot of people don't care anything about the census, so these numbers could be slightly off, could be, but that's what the report is, the official report. So 46 million people died, 46 million people are alive, more people died than are alive. That's a fact. So that would mean that well, well, I could pull out a calculator, but I could say 50%. I could easily say 50% of our population has been killed through abortions easily. But I could get the exact number for you. You know, I'm just not very interested in doing that right at the moment because of this supremely, severely fun Gardenscapes game. Game is just too amazing. I love it. I sure do. Okay, so let's figure this out. So that's what we're talking about today. Is we got a minor win over Planned Parenthood amid the incredible work that the youth have been doing, putting in out in the street, causing mass hysteria amongst the population and allowing the legislators to finally move in our favor for many different reasons, for many different initiatives that we have been, the intellectuals have been putting out in the conversation for many, many years. The branding of the smear campaign of all Black people. You know, CNN did a special on Black people and Black in America, and we were branded as diseased criminals. So that was bad. Then you got Baby Boy is a branded smear campaign where black men, young black men who honor their mother, are sexually attracted to their mother, and unjustly defend their mother for no cause at all, and doesn't want to see their mother happy with a man other than their father, their biological father, who is absent from the home their entire lives. Uh, and that's generally speaking. Well, I don't know. I don't know any mama's boys. I've never met any. So I don't know if they exist or not. But as far as the movie is concerned, I think that is a genuine concern in society where there are mama's boys that do exist. So, or it wouldn't have been popular enough to become a movie. So, that was just another smear campaign. Uh, a lot of Spike Lee movies are smear campaigns. Yeah. Uh, I can go down the list, but I ain't got time to really talk about it right at this moment. So, Planned Parenthood removes racist founder Margaret Sanger's name from its headquarters. From what I heard, Spike Lee's new movie, The Five Bloods, gets it right, and it's not smearing uh, black people at all. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. I suppose he considered himself to be woke when he made all the rest of those smear campaigns and contributed to the genocide of the eugenics uh, tactics of interracial uh, children. When he said, when he made that movie, Jungle Fever. You understand? So you don't understand the genocidal tactics. I've spoke about that before, debated about it, and obliterated my opponent in a debate about genocidal tactics and what that means. So what they do is they do it in 4 different phases, and the first phase is to indoctrinate children uh, to their way of thinking. Second phase, after they indoctrinate the children, is to get them to perform their agendas, and then so forth and so on. I mean, it's just outrageous what they do, and it's so subtle. Well, they brand it so benign. They brand it so beneficial to people that they don't realize what's happening. You understand? So, and nor do they really care. I mean, but what? Yeah, they do care. I gotta stop. Okay, because when my elders cameo and his uh his homie Mark what's his name? Uh, my elder. Hold on a second. I gotta get these names right. Mark. Mark. What's his name? Mark Crutcher. Okay, so yeah, so that's my elder's homie, Mark Crutcher. Traces eugenic thoughts and practices used against African Americans from the era of slavery through modern times. So that is the uh, documentary that blew the lid off of Planned Parenthood, exposed them fully, that caused and prompted organizations to go undercover, become spies against Planned Parenthood, and catch them red-handed selling fetus fetuses and fetuses parts for megabucks, red-handed. Okay, and so that's illegal, but they won in court or something. I don't understand how that happened. And then you have them on tape multiple thousands of times where a donator, a monetary donor, would call in and say, I want my money used specifically for Black people to help them abort their child. And they say, yeah, you can do that. Well, I sure will. We'll earmark that right there. I mean, even though they already focus on Black kids, regardless. You see what I'm saying? Discourage white abortions, and they encourage mixed mulatto abortions and Black abortions. They encourage it. And they 9 times out of 10, well, I would say 80% of abortions are underage children. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. When they get pregnant, they go into Planned Parenthood without the parent, and then they get permission without the parent to have an abortion, which also should be illegal, but I'm not aware of how it's not illegal. It sounds illegal to me, but I suppose that part is legal because I haven't heard any discrepancies of or any anything in the legal system addressing that point. But that should be perfectly illegal. I don't understand why it's not. And so this small win is a reparations initiative to end abortion. And so because it's a Holocaust, it's a current Holocaust that we're currently trying to survive through, and the reason that black flags, I mean false flags, right? Yeah, because they got the movie, of course, that'll distract you from looking further. False flag definition. Okay. A false flag operation is an act committed with the intent of disguising the actual source of responsibility and pinning blame on a second party. The term is popular amongst conspiracy theory promoters in referring to covert operations of various governments and cabals. There you go. So you heard conspiracy theory, and you fell on the floor and you started laughing. Get up off the floor, get back on the couch, because that is a Wikipedia opinion that has nothing to do with the actual definition. An attack or other hostile action that obscures the identity of the participants carrying out the action while implicating another group or nation as the perpetrator. See, there's a big difference between opinion and definition. So you have to understand definition in order to, formulate proper conclusions to things. You see, so if you take a look at genocide, it is the murder of. Let's just look at the definition first here. It's mass murder, slaughter, decimation, mass execution, Holocaust, massacre, annihilation, ethnic cleansing, race extermination. So that should give you a sense of what it is. But let's look at the actual definition. Okay, the deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation. So when I say 46 million black people died, that's a specific ethnic group, a particular ethnic group. And the deliberate killing of that large group of people is referred to as genocide, a massacre, ethnic cleansing, race extermination. That is a eugenics um, mantra. Eugenics. Well, let's just look at the definition. How about that? The study of how to arrange reproduction. The study to how to arrange reproduction within a human population. To arrange reproduction within a human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics regarded as desirable. So we were smeared and still are to this day, to this day, to this day, to this day, as the undesirables because of our complexion. It doesn't matter how much money we make, doesn't matter how much good we do in society. We are considered the undesirables, and then it's reinforced by the oppression that they uh, place upon us in order to fight over the pennies in the economy and then shoot each other in the face in order to uh, collect those pennies to yourself, right? So when we shoot each other in the face, then they say, see, these are the undesirables. These people are crazy. You understand? So that helps uh, 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 their promotion, their PR campaign. You understand? It helps that. You understand? So developed largely by Francis Galton as a method of improving the human race from the undesirable of brown skin, copper skin, to the desirable uh, fair skin, pale skin. That's more desirable to uh, pale skinned people, which it should be. However, they should not have to exterminate us in order to uh, mate with each other because that's how they mate anyway. You see, if you look at marriage statistics by race, right? Everybody marries each other. Growing racial and ethnic pew, I guess that's good. Let's see. Let's go down to a good uh, graph. Yeah. All right. See, hold on a second. Share of all intermarried couples in this combination. Right. Okay. So about 1 in 5 intermarried couples in the United States include a Hispanic husband and a white wife. Okay, see, this is intermarriage. This is interracial marriage. 15% white and Asian, 15%, 12% white, multiracial, 11% black and white, 5% black and Hispanic, 3% white American Indian, 3% Hispanic Asian, 3% Hispanic multiracial. So the flip side of that is that 80, I'm going to show you. It should be in here. It's not in this particular article, but it's upwards. It's over 80% where people marry their own race. See? Over 80%. Blacks marry blacks, over 80%. Whites marry whites, over 80%. So there's no need to genocide Black people because we're not we're not the smear campaign that they make us to be, saying that we're just gonna go and rape every white woman in existence. That's just retarded. Who would want to do that? There's no one I've ever heard ever that would want to do that. Okay, so if we look at here, this looks like a pretty good, decent graph. Percentage, table 3, percentage of women and men ages 40 to 44 who had ever married by year, race, and education. So as you can see, white non-Hispanics, they got married 96% in 1980. And it's going down, 81% in 2012. Black people married at 89% in 1980, and it went down to 65% in 2012. Hispanic people married at 93% in 1980, and it went down 77% in 2012. Oh, wow. And that's strange. People aren't getting married anymore. You understand? So, that's really weird. Okay. There's a chart that tells you that whites marry whites, blacks marry blacks, and Asians marry Asians, upwards of 80%. I'll check one more link to see if it's there. Married and divorce patterns by gender, race, black marriage, black demographics. Let's see, check that out. See what they're talking about. Black demographics. Okay, black marriage in America. In 2016, only 29% of African Americans were married, compared to 48% of all Americans. Half, or 50% of African Americans, have never been married, compared to 33% of all Americans. So I don't know where these people are getting these numbers from. Marital status: 15 years and older. African Americans, all African Americans, 29%, all USA. Okay. So survey 1 year estimates figures are rounded and therefore may not total 100%. U.S. Census Bureau 2016 American Community. Okay, they might have looked it up, but they might have transposed the information incorrectly. Black marriage in 2017 among non-Hispanic African Americans aged 15 and up. Who black men married? There we go. That's what I want to say. Black men married a black wife at 85%, married a white wife at 9%, married a Hispanic wife at 3%, and married other at 3%. Who black women married? Black women, what is this? Oh, thank you. Black women married black men at 93%. So, it could slightly confuse people when you got 85% of black men marrying black 85. 85% of black men have a black wife. Okay. And then right up under it, you say 93% of black women have a black husband. That's what I'll be talking about when I say it's possible that people have transposed the information incorrectly whenever they look these statistics up into the databases. But that's my point. Okay, so we don't have a interest in your your people, bro. Okay, Mr. Esau, listen, Esau. We don't care anything about marrying your people. 4% is insignificant. 9% is insignificant. You understand? So I don't know how 5% got missing over here and went over there. And I don't know how that happened. But that's just funny. But listen, white people marry white people to the tune of 90%, just like black people marry black people at the tune of 90%. Black interracial marriage. How many black men and women have married out? Okay. Uh-huh. How many? Yeah. Where's the percentage? There ain't no percentage. Okay, so that's fine. So yeah. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So, leave us alone, man. You can stop telling my people that it's perfectly okay to kill their baby. The baby is defenseless. There are programs all throughout legislation that earmark funds to support our child. You can raise your baby. You have plenty of money to raise your baby. Our poverty doesn't compare to you, to African poverty. Them people over there live in a hut the size of the chair that I'm sitting in, and the hut has roaches. They don't have running water. They can't drink running water. They can't defecate and flush the defecation down into a sewer system, into a filtration plant, miles and miles away. You can't do that. They have to go outside of their hut and dig a hole, go number two, then bury the defecation and wipe with leaves. Sometimes they're too tired to get up. They just defecate right there in their hut, the size of this chair I'm sitting in. Then they clean it up in the morning when they got the energy to move because they're malnourished. They eat porridge 360 days out of the year. Of course, they can't even eat meat at all. Can't eat vegetables. Can't find any fruit. Yeah, so everybody knows that American poverty pales in comparison to African poverty. And a lot of people argue that that's what you get for selling us to white people. But listen, bro, don't nobody listen. They can get out of that. All they have to do is repent and bow down. You know what I'm saying, on both knees with their face towards the earth and acknowledge real Israelites, and they will instantly have way more than enough food than they need. But no one wants to do that at this moment. They will. Every knee will bow. So you're either gonna bow now willingly, or you're gonna be forced to bow when the sky falls. They made the movie Skyfall in order to drown out and disguise the reality that the sky will fall one day, because we live in a closed system and there is no universe. There's just only one Earth that we live in here. Yeah, that's all we live in, is just one simple Earth. That's it. There is no other planets to go to and explore. None of that exists. So you better take care of where you live, your home. You don't take care of even your house. So how in the hell are you going to take care of the earth? And since you don't, there will be people, such as myself, that will be replenishing the earth with people who understand how to care for the earth. Because we're going to be living a very long time. You understand? So we have to keep this place clean and habitable. You understand? It's got to be quite habitable. You know what I mean? When I say that, habitable. Okay, so their idea of habitable is slaughtering, and that will free them up to live how they live. But how they live is extremely debaucherous. White identity extreme, uh, white identity extremists live extremely debaucherous. And let me get back to a point I was making about false flags, right? You got false flag, okay, and then you have what you call the code word. People don't even know what false flag mean, and that's not even coded. You see what I'm saying? So now, but if you look up false flag and its correlation with fried fish, listen, I know how to type. Okay, fried. What the, this thing has a severe lag going on. Yeah. Operation okay, tanker tweets 2025 fried fish, false flag. Okay, no, let's see if somebody broke it down properly. Sweet Pete on Twitter can't sing and can't even spin around for imagination and fried fish. Stay safe. Madonna comes up with bizarre fried fish song as she self-reflects. Uh, uh, okay, so doesn't look like anybody gave a thorough breakdown on it, but we'll just take a look at what they say about it here. But these code words are should be known in the law and order circles. As soon as she started signaling fried fish, both the the United Kingdom and the United States called for bars and restaurants to be shut. Mhm. Living in special times. Thank God for imagination and fried fish. Okay, so this is the video in question here. And so she kind of semi went crazy and did an impromptu show for everybody. And she got arrested. Yeah, that's a very intriguing performance you got there, ma'am. So we had to figure out, and you telling us that you hear conspiracy theory and you fall on the floor instead of realizing that listen, your city council is a conspiracy theory, except for that they are a benign conspiracy. They are a beneficial conspiracy. They get together and they think of ways to improve society. You see what I'm saying? But conspiracies where people get together and think of ways to destroy society actually happen. Just as much as benign and beneficial, even maybe even more than beneficial conspiracies. And you people are really dumb. Okay, so let's look up pasta. Uh, pasta. What you call that? Pedophilia. All right, let's look that up because there's no more pasta. Okay, pasta is a pedophile code name for little boys. The storm is coming for these disgusting excuses for humans. Well, that's a great idea. I'm glad he's just as angry as I am. Pedophile secret codes used on children. Okay, well, let's take a closer look at that. The New York Times wrote about it. Let's find out what they have to say next. Uh-huh. Alrighty. What we got here? Closed due to, yep, that's what it got to. Okay, so Syracuse, New York, mom took her to your dog monster truck show, came back with a souvenir that puts children in danger. Symbols on a toy are secret code used by pedophiles. See, people know about this stuff. I mean, that's why I'm perfectly safe because these people have 20,000 times more viewers than I do, and they're telling the world about these dumb people. Yeah, yeah. So, that kind of Satanism doesn't scare me at all because, I just use normal people as lightning rods, and I get the information to the uh, normal people, and they tell everybody. Yeah, look at that. They got a whole crazy map. Look at that. Look at something. John Podesta, Hillary Clinton, WikiLeaks, Tony Podesta, cooking parties, handkerchief, Barack Obama, Democratic operative James Alefantis, neighboring businesses, Instagram posts. See, dissecting the Pizzagate conspiracy theories. See, that's how they turn your brain up. They say it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, well, I better not look into that at all. I better not look into that. How the Pizzagate conspiracy theory evolved, WikiLeaks began releasing emails hacked from the account of, man, stop it. Stop it. I thought New York Times was one of us. This guy is the New York Times trying to downplay uh, Pizzagate and pedophilia as if pedophilia doesn't exist, as if sex rings don't exist, that the feds have to break into these locations and arrest everybody in there on a daily basis. What are you talking about? They just don't talk. They just go to jail. Because if they talk, they know they're gonna die like that boy. You see? They know that. Okay, so I brought that up because that's pedophilia, that's a part of their genocidal tactics that even what's this boy name? Christopher Columbus. Columbus, uh-huh, pedophile, right? You look that up, see, it's a Freedom of Information Act, you understand? A FOIA. It's a FOIA. Christopher Columbus, genocidal rapist, and a pedophile. Okay, that's the first one that shows up. And see, it's very well known information. Yeah, he sold and traded little boys and girls for wine. And that's a prophecy in the Bible. That's what they say. It's in the Bible. Way before, you see. The U.S. celebrates October 14th as Columbus Day, reinforcing the myth that Columbus was a great explorer who discovered the New World, that the Earth was round. Okay, let's see what we got here. What's this? Of those 300 survived the voyage. When the Lusitanians refused, Columbus responded by ordering that their ears and noses be cut off. Damn. Columbus was a gangster. Ain't that something? Yeah. Let's see. That's kind of let me see. Christopher Columbus boys for. Let's do that. High School, Christopher Columbus High School. Oh, yeah, they're gonna keep the names of those high schools, ain't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Christopher Columbus was born in the Italian city of Genoa in the year 1451. A 100-ton ship could carry 100 tons of wine. The doctor, the cooper, mended the barrels, the carpenter, the ship's boy, the gunner, and the lookout. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe the reason didn't actually discover America because of drinking wine and ship. Other two reasons was in fact ship's boys, name of the city, port, masters, cabin boys, and the crew usually kept track of time and called out the hours. Hmm. Spices. Let's look. Search for wine. When he was trading spices and wine for children, maybe the reason Columbus didn't act. Black Girls Wine Society. Wine is given. Tastings on is the wine experience for Black Girls Wine Society. Columbus Underground. What the uh, Black Girls Wine Society. Oh, you don't want to show me the picture? Urban Living Tour. Uh, this site is to Black Girls Wine Society. Well, would you take a look at these mammoths? Columbus. That must be a city. Let's hope they're not mammoths. Let's just hope that they're just uh, wine fans. Okay, so that's what Columbus was. He was a pedophile, and this is why he's cherished in their society because that's just like a normal way of living to them. So now, if you take a look at here, right? Let's take a look down here where all this factual information is on my page. Let's find this. Latasha Harlins would have turned 45 today. She was shot in the head by a Korean grocery store owner in 1991 over a juice. She was only 15. When police arrived, they found the $2 in Letitia's hand that she was going to use to pay for the juice. The owner was given 5 years probation. Tupac said her name various times in his music. Say her name, rest in peace, Latasha. Happy heavenly birthday, Queen. These people are still celebrating birthdays, but that's excellent and factual information. So I will give it a pass. Now, if you take a look here, whoopsie daisy, how did this photo find its way into the public space? I hope they also have photos of Schumer's teenage daughter's cheerleader bestie, that the one who suicided after her second Chucky abortion. You see? Chuck Schumer kissing this child on Epstein Island, the veil has lifted. See, this is why I'm talking about genocide and their way of life is just this is just how they live. It's just normal to them, but it's disgusting to us. This is why we fight so diligently to uh, eradicate abortion and eradicate this activity. You see, by exposing and putting it into legislation that they should be tried, and stuff. But they just take their time because that's just how they live. They say we haven't found any evidence that sex with children causes them any damage. That's what they say. Okay. So Chuck Schumer, if you don't know, Chuck Schumer is this guy right here. Okay. And it says Charles Ellis Schumer is an American politician serving as the senior United States Senator from New York, a seat to which he was first elected in 1998, a member of the Democratic Party. He has also served as the Senate Minority Leader since 2017. And so, there is no accountability uh, given to people with this type of uh, fancy name, United States Senator. So, so you think I give a damn when I see you kissing? You think I care that you are a United States Senator? The Most High is the most powerful thing in existence. Jesus is the most powerful thing in existence under the Most High. And you ain't nothing. You're nothing to me. Like Biden told Tara Reid, you're nothing to me. So the Most High controls this whole thing that we're living in. So when you people get out of line, it's just causing a debt that you cannot pay. And when you try to attack somebody like me in order to get some black coon to pick a fight with me so that they could be justified in killing me, that way you won't be implicated in the murder. That's funny to me. You think you can get away with that kind of stuff? So yeah, this back when you're in your chubby days. Back in your chubby days, huh? So yeah, you think I care? When this is what you do, that's what you do. So you better stop it. And that's an order. May the Most High uh, bring justice upon you. Alrighty. So now that's a small win, and we call that reparations. You see, just removing the name itself is a tiny win, because they're beating the brakes off of the spies that recorded them without their knowledge. That's illegal. You have to give people understanding that they're being recorded. You see, so a lot of their evidence has been thrown out of court, even though it's a smoking gun. That's like saying, no, you can't present a gun that's still smoking in the courtroom. You can't do that. The gun has to stop smoking sooner or later. but a video does never stop smoking. You see, a video never stops smoking. It's blatant proof. So, but they say since you didn't give them permission to record them, you cannot present that evidence in my courtroom. Get lost. So this is a good article. You should read that. And thanks for listening.